Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, listeners. Low Heart Talk Art here with Julian.
Reimer.
What up, Reimer?
How you doing, bud? I'm okay.
Not bad. Another day.
Yep. Another lockdown.
Another fucking lockdown. Stay home, man. Don't fucking leave your house. If you do, you're fucking dead, man. They're gonna get
That's
you.
right. We're gonna find you, and then we're gonna walk you home, but socially distanced.
Yes. When we were driving here, me and Pat, producer Pat, we seen this one guy by himself, nobody in front of him, like 20 feet each way, double mask. And I yelled out the window, "Hey, buddy, watch, COVID's gonna fucking get you." And he just looked at me like this, I was like, oh my God.
All housework and no play makes for being COVID free. Stay home.
My buddy goes, fuck it. He goes, cognac, that's the answer. He goes, have a shot of cognac every day? He's a Spaniard, this guy too. He was fucking around anyways. Have a shot. I go, yeah, that's what they do in Europe. A little olive oil, a shot of cognac. That's why there's
Whoa, a shot of olive oil and cognac.
Hey,
sure.
Olive oil, yes. I've heard this. A tablespoon, not a tablespoon, teaspoon.
Sure.
Take it, fill it up with extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
From the fucking, the Kalamata olives. Every morning you have that, you live long. You go to Greece, Portugal, those places, you see fucking 90-year-old ladies carrying stones.
No, there is
Here you see
a lot of
who's
study into
fucking
this.
almost 50, can't even carry a 2-pound bag.
Yeah. No, it's the healthy fats, man. It's good. It cleans your system out.
It does?
I love.
But what about the
olive oil.
cognac? Well, don't they say have a glass of red wine a day? It's good for you?
Yes, as sponsored by the wine industry, I'm sure. Just like, every now and then you see like
you think so?
Of course, man. I mean, there's some studies done that indicate that, level at certain of alcohol and wine in particular at, different ages and different periods will affect your health differently.
But nothing good?
Google the research. No, it's not
Okay,
bad.
but
But a glass of wine versus a fucking bottle of wine.
Well, there you go. See, that's why.
And how big is your glass?
I guess I don't know, like what's those things? A pitcher?
Yeah. That's how I like to have my wine as well.
Like that's the thing. When I remember going to the doctor's for a physical, and he goes, "You smoke?" I go, not really these days. He goes, "Well, do you smoke?" I go, yeah, I buy a pack. It lasts me 3-4 days, which is the truth.
Yeah.
Because I really don't smoke that much. Maybe 5, 4, more in the cart. But then he goes, "What about drinking?" I go, "No, this is a tough question, right?" I go, what's the correct answer here? I go, "Yeah, I have about 5, 6. He goes, "In a week, it's not good." But I go, "Yeah, I know." I mean, it was obviously in a day. But I kept going, like, when he said a week first, I'm like, "Yeah, that's about right." In the meantime, I'm like, this guy's fucked. Like,
yeah, the last time
I told him last time we drank fucking 10 shots, but it was before lunchtime. Like, you would have thought we were mental.
Last time my doctor asked me that, it was, how many beers do you have a day? And I was like, maybe I have like, 3, 4, balancing it out throughout the week, thinking of Monday through Sunday. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's quite a bit as well."
3, 4 beers a week?
No, a day. But that's like, if I was to average out the week, not now, man. Shit, I maybe do a pint a week.
Yeah, me too. I'm just saying, in the good old days, I would fucking drink 20 drinks in a day.
But a serving of beer is a bottle, where I'm talking like pints.
Okay, but still, 4 pints is not bad after a hard day's work.
No.
Every day, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But you know what? Between 30 and 40, yeah,
I've lost weight since I quit. Well, I didn't quit beer. I still drink beer, but I'm not having beer.
When we used to hang from lunchtime to whatever, we drank a lot. Like just, shot after shot, round after round, like till maybe 6, 7 straight. So.
Yeah, that used to be a cultural thing here. At one point, there was like in the 80s, maybe even early 90s.
No, it was 90s, early 2000s. We used to we liked it.
Yeah, but people go for, like when I was waitering and bartending, people would come to the bar, they'd have a drink at lunchtime, and then you could just see somewhere like in the early 90s.
Hour, remember the happy hour?
Oh, yeah.
Then they made it against the law.
Well, here in Ontario, yeah.
Oh, really? Because the people used to get bombed.
Sure.
After work.
It depends where you are.
Where were you?
It's my.
Oh, this is an
My
important
agent
call,
calling.
listeners. This
Yeah,
is agent
sorry.
calling from LA.
Yeah.
Blowhard might be getting. You know what? I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll talk to them.
But you know what? Next time that guy calls, tell him he should phone me, not you. Anyways, finish your thought process because I want to talk some serious shit.
What I'm trying to say is, I could go for a drink right now. Maybe that's
Well,
it.
yeah.
Like, yeah, a nice, maybe a little midday bourbon.
Yeah.
But people used to drink. I noticed that drinking dropped off just in the 90s at lunchtime quite a bit. People have a glass of wine or a cocktail at lunchtime, and then all of a sudden it was like,
It should be like the 50s, like Mad Men.
Right?
Like, yeah, what's that guy? What was his name? The actor?
Draper, Don Draper.
Draper. Yeah, that guy just, it's 11 in the morning. You want a shot? Then they go for wine, martini. Those are the good old days.
Those are the good.
The 50s. Everybody smokes cigars, cigarettes, like smoke a million cigarettes a day, drink starting 11 in the morning.
Oh, man.
Go home, fuck your wife, who's a knockout.
Yeah, and then, or bang your mistress, then come home and
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
your
the
wife.
mistress too. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And then that's what you call it a day and get back at it tomorrow. Fucking without a hangover. They never wake up with a hangover.
No, they're ready to go. They look
Yeah.
better than the day before. What was, anyways, you know what? Let's take a little break. And when we come back, I want to talk about this social media shit. The
All right.
tough guy, keyboard tough guy. Or girl.
Keyboard tough guy.
You know what I'm talking about. We'll be back, listeners.
Hello, Blow Hard, Talk Hard listeners. We would like to ask you to do all those things that podcasts ask you to do. That's like, subscribe, review, share with your friends, post this on iTunes, tell people that you're listening to Blow Hard, Talk Hard, and we look forward to hearing more from you. Hotel.
Welcome back, listeners. Reimer, you're a social media guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Like Twitter, Instagram, all that shit.
I'm a slacker on it, man. I sometimes drop in and then I'm hooked for a while, and then I drop
Do you
out.
like it or do you hate it?
It's a waste of fucking time most of the time, man. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I've looked up all my ex-girlfriends, so I don't really have any interest in
That's Facebook, right? I don't even know how to
sure.
log into that shit.
But they're
People
all
do use it.
old, married, or not online. Can't
I
find
heard
them.
it's good enough for
moved
advertising.
on. Yeah,
Like
for
my
those.
buddy goes, you could buy, they sell stuff on it. Is that true?
Of course.
Oh, he goes, there's another Kijiji kind of thing section. I didn't know that.
Where?
On Facebook.
Oh, there's a buy and sell on Facebook.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, there is because they're getting in the marketplace. I think that's what it's called, marketplace.
Oh, yeah,
Facebook
that's right.
Marketplace. So if you're looking for shit, you can find it. It'll remind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Like Craigslist. Does anybody do Craigslist anymore?
Craigslist looking for what?
Yeah, exactly. So the last time I looked at Craigslist like about a couple weeks
Is it
ago.
still up?
Still up. Still looks like shit like it used to. Okay.
So what do you hire? Oh, you look for
everything. Well, go ahead. What do you look for in there?
Well, I know you could look for an electrician. I know you could look for a fucking nanny. You could move for movers.
Yeah.
Tech guys. I know you could look for Tina.
Yeah.
And I go, who the fuck is Tina?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that ad?
No.
You know who Tina is?
No.
Crystal meth.
Oh.
This girl told me once. I
Why
go,
would you be looking for crystal?
maybe she wanted it. I don't fucking know. I was shocked. I go, what do you mean? This when the guy says looking for Tina,
Yeah.
he's looking for crystal meth. So that's the guy. You tap on it. I go, really? And the cops don't fucking call that? She goes, I don't know. I go, what a dumb drug dealer. But I go, that's
Yeah.
the way they do it. She goes, you get anything. You name it. But you
know,
have
you
to
gotta-
know the codes.
Yeah, you got to be a cop on there all day looking, waiting for the guy to post. Seems like a hassle. It's not until somebody dies that the cops care.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like this girl here, but again, who does that? How stupid kind of a drug dealer are you? It's like, go to the corner, hey man, you want some coke? What?
Hey, I've been to Amsterdam, and you walk down the street, and there's somebody who walks behind you and goes, "Hey, trips, acid, ecstasy, coke." I'm like, what the fuck? And they, and then they just hash it. They fucking just they're like dogs on your fucking ankles, just like waiting. Trips, hash.
All the time.
Like
Right?
all the time.
Is coke legal in Amsterdam?
No,
Oh, just the hash and stuff?
I think technically it's not legal or illegal like weed and shit.
But
Like
where
that. I
would
know
you
what the
buy it?
rules
This
are.
from a dealer, not a
Yeah,
store?
yeah. This is some guy on the street,
Yeah, that's- okay.
trying to drag you down a back alley,
That was
maybe
like
mug you and
Jamaica.
shit like that.
That was like Jamaica. As soon as you walked out past the guards, whatever the security, they're on top of you. Coke, this, that. I'm like, no. You say no 20 times. You need a tape recorder because they just want to sell.
Yeah. Now I had this experience in Mexico. A buddy of mine, like way back, it was my first trip outside of the country with a buddy, And we're walking, it was a beach town, it was Puerto Vallarta. This is before it was cartel town. And some guy comes up to us and asks us the marijuana. I'm like, this sounds like a sting operation.
Yeah.
It's what I read in the books. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to buy weed from some stranger on the street.
Fucking
My
right,
buddy
yeah.
from England's like, yeah, sure. How much? Just drops him some money, no arguments asked. It was shitty weed. We got it. We got a little bit, buzzed. And I was like, what the fuck? We could have went to prison in Mexico.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
but
which is not a bad way to learn Spanish being trapped in prison, but I'm not recommending.
do you not recall my Venezuela story? It's not a good thing.
Yes, no, it's not a good
Cuba.
thing.
You bring any kind of drug in Cuba, you're fucked.
Yeah, some countries will kill you, man.
Oh, Cuba, you know what? Even if you huff it in your ass and then you smoke it on the balcony when you get there,
Yeah.
and they smell it, they have that fucked off. You will get in big trouble.
Yeah, they warn you when you leave the country. Like fucking, at some point, there's nothing in it'll cane you. But in
Malaysia,
was it the Philippines,
Malaysia, Philippines, that movie
Yeah.
with those two girls who got framed. What was that called?
fucking pop ya, man.
The whole life they had to spend.
The fucking president himself will come down and beat your ass.
But
and
I heard
then-
in those countries you're only allowed so much, and they got
I've not been, so I can't
like
speak by
9
experience.
grams. Well, the movie was that. I forget the movie. It was with those two girls, and the guy framed them. But anyways, yeah, you go to those countries, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah, don't bring the drugs in. Buy local. Support the local
Well,
economy.
again, if my story about sitting down in Colombia, like the last guy on the plane, and they're thinking we're not smuggling. We're not stupid, man. We know there's the dog in your machine gun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to jail here for 30 years so I can bring stuff home.
Fuck, right?
What's the purpose? Like,
But,
but people do.
They do. It's usually that person who goes with like little or no luggage is going for a weekend to like
Well, that person's
the
got no
Caribbean.
brain, unless he's forced to.
like-
But anyways,
Or is that some pretty girl going, oh, well, some pretty girl's not going to get busted. But they do all the time, man. You hear it.
Of course
That's
you do.
exactly what's getting dinged.
Yeah.
Some dumb girl who thinks she's making like $1,000.
she's got a free Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
But yeah, Craigslist. Yeah, I guess you could get guys like that.
Craigslist. So I'm on it, and I'm going because I was like looking like for maybe a job or something like that. Because I remember I used to go there look for jobs, but I was kind of curious what the fuck's going on Craigslist.
All right, yeah.
Right? And I look and like there's nothing on there. It's like everything is like we're looking for a hot blonde. Someone to come jerk me off. Someone to blow me. It's like okay, it's just a fucking big pickup site because
Not
they
anymore.
got rid of all the
Adults.
adult shit.
Yeah.
But now they're putting it everywhere else. People are just trying to find a way to get fucked. As opposed to calling an escort agency, a companion agency, or your fans only. They're like, hey, come over to my house. I want somebody to clean, naked, polish my cock. I'm like,
They say that?
yes, man. Well, you know what? I should pull up some articles. We'll do this in a week or two from now.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll even call them and we'll
Yeah.
say, yeah, okay, I'm coming.
Literally.
No, not literally. I just want to see what they say.
I'm coming. Yeah.
But,
we'll put up a post ourselves.
Yeah. We'll come and clean your house with a fucking fat ass sticking on. How about that? How much we charge you? $1.50 an hour.
Boom.
Windex only.
Yeah.
We just use Windex.
We won't be bringing Tina. We'll
No
just be
Tina.
coming ourselves.
No, but anyways, the real social media thing is like, and I'm like, when we started this thing, like I never, like we obviously did the show for fun, to make people laugh, get guests, etc.
Yeah.
I was never going to use this as a forum for me to badmouth anybody, as you know, and whatever. I've said it before, but I'll just say it one more time. Because I do like to get sometimes a little bit crazy on Twitter and stuff like that, because that's just my personality. But on this thing here, I will never say nothing stupid towards anybody, name names, because at the end of the day, I call that bullshit, because that's not what we're about. We're here to entertain, not to fucking, what's that, like, talk
Shit,
talk
be a
shit.
fucking...
Yeah, and I just want to make the record straight. I'm not the bitch of the crew, like in this world of people who act like that on computers. Because if you ever go on Twitter, I've gotten myself into arguments with
Yes.
people from Montreal. They don't even know me.
No. Everybody's got an opinion when you're like behind the computer, like, oh yeah, and they can say shit they wouldn't say to your face.
Never.
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 The total discourse, enigmas.
And they all don't even have their names. They have, what are they called? What's that called?
Yeah, usernames.
Usernames.
Yeah.
So they, like, even you couldn't, it's amazing.
They're a user. Just think about that. If you're a user, you're in like a deniability. Usually they're in deniability of something.
So you can
Right?
call somebody you piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then just ha 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 and laugh. And,
But if you saw that person later on and you called them a piece of shit, they would
Yeah.
feel like, most likely like a little bitch.
I was one time I was watching the fucking news. So this little kid was a New York subway.
Yeah.
It was a white kid, and there was this big black guy goes into the fucking subway. The doors close. So the kid turns around and fucking swears at him. He says the N-word. And the black guy's like trying to open the door to get at him. So what does the door opens a little bit? It wasn't a little kid. He was a big, shorter guy.
Right.
All of a sudden, the doors open a little. The
Yeah.
guy spits at the black guy. Now the black guy's going crazy trying to straighten the doors open.
Fuck
and he
yeah.
can't. And he can't. So
Oh.
the guy's like, bam, bam, and he starts walking away. God fucking, does this black guy have luck? The fucking doors opened up automatically again. The kid didn't even, he started to walk away. Again, I call him a kid. He was a younger
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
The black guy runs out, then the door's closed. But by this time, he gets out, he grabs the guy, pow, pow. He was labeled, and it was fucking funny as hell because guys were going to stop it, but other guys go, no, don't stop it
No.
because he fucking spit at the guy. He probably swore at him with the, and so uncalled, but that was face to face. But he thought he had the door closed and he can, you fucking end and then spit.
Yes.
But once those doors opened, he got it. And that's the
Good.
same thing with social media. You could call me a bitch, you could do this because you can't see me.
Exactly. You know what? Racists studies have shown are sexually insecure.
The what? Sorry?
People who are racist.
No, but it's not a racial. I'm just giving you that
but that
example.
was
'cause I
obviously a
thought-
racial issue, man.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
It was because the doors opened and he gave him a beating and the black guy, everybody,
sure.
it was funny.
maybe smart.
Well,
as
obviously
fuck
the
her
guy
up.
who did it was obviously a racist comment and the
Yeah.
spitting. What the fuck's the spitting about? But again, it's the way like it was real. He thought he had the shielding of the internet, but when those doors opened again,
Yeah.
it's like the black guy just got lucky. For some reason, they just opened one more time. He ran out of there and he destroyed that guy. Hilarious.
It was like the universe. If there was a God who said, you know
Yes.
what, we got to fucking set the playing field level.
Fucking right. That guy had it. But on the internet, you obviously can't do that. So sometimes it's just best not to get involved. I'm trying to say, like, if you don't have a business with it or something associated with it, like Blowhard, for example, I would actually not have it.
Yeah, listen, man, it doesn't make sense why we would want to create or anybody wants to create any fucking enemies out there. I don't know. Moreover, in this time when the world is somewhat falling apart and we need each other more than ever, why the fuck are people just maybe they're just afraid. They're just
Afraid
like,
of what? COVID. Before COVID,
yeah.
August Ames, porn star, Canadian, Vancouver,
Right.
23 years old. She killed herself online.
oh, fuck.
She was probably high.
Yeah.
She was partying, or maybe, and Ginger Lynn, they kept saying, excuse me, they were calling her a homophobe. They started saying all this shit because the scene 3 days ago, they signed a document. She's going to do a scene with this guy.
Okay.
So this guy's clean. But 2 days, yesterday, the guy did a gay scene. He does both ways.
Okay.
So she goes, I don't want to shoot with him tomorrow because his papers are from 2 days ago. He fucked guys yesterday.
Right. Okay.
So then they started calling her a homophobe, this. They all ganged up on her. And the girl's like, what the fuck? Then other people were like, she can do whatever she wants with her body. Anyways,
Exactly.
then guys started saying, yeah, she was hotter before when she looked better. Because now her ass is not big. Broad ended up killing herself.
Fuck around.
And then Ginger Lynn, who started this whole thing, deleted every post and everything like a coward. Saying but she pushed her so much. You're a homophobe, you're in this. What the fuck are you
See?
talking about?
Fucking insecurity.
And there's stuff you don't even know about, like teenagers who they go on Facebook and they say, today I seen you at school, you looked fat. Why?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No,
It hurts, man.
teens. There's a higher suicide rate going up with teens, and it all kind of coincides with social
Image,
media.
social media.
I know, man. Like back in the day, you got bullied. You fucking, you took your licks. You moved on. Either you grew.
Well, at least you
from
knew
it,
who your bully was.
You knew who your bully was.
That's what I'm talking about. At least I know the guy who didn't like me, or the girl who doesn't like you. This thing here, you can insult anybody and get away with it. Is that cool?
No.
So what do they do about that?
Well, I don't know. I hear a lot. I only hear about this. I don't know what they're doing about it, but online bullying. Trying to teach us shit in school, and yeah, man, they teach us in school.
Okay,
because
that's for the kids. But what about the ones who are older? You know what? It's very cutthroat. Businessmen do it to each other.
Yeah.
Like on Twitter,
What
they'll
the fuck is
fucking.
going on with them?
I don't know. You're the guy selling Javix, the other guy selling bleach. Fucking, and they mock each other. Like sometimes I've read they go to war, but they're doing it online. CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy was telling me that via emails, they're from here to Calgary, we'll call it club to club, they were threatening each other like for murder.
Shit.
But again, they're just maybe joking. I don't know, but
Hope
who
so.
writes this shit? And
Again,
these are
man.
like two guys who never even met.
Okay, we could also bring this into a little bit of our survival instinct. Some of our humanness, where there was a time like bullying in the yard. You'd fight,
But again,
but now you're competing in a business, right? And what are we competing for? Ultimately, we're competing
Sales, money.
But what does that lead to? Getting more money, more power.
Yes.
First you get the money, then you get the power,
Yeah.
then you get the women, and that's what it's all about.
That's right.
Right? So
I
this is
agree.
where that again goes down to the sexual insecurity, right?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking
Therapist.
fucking
Just-
whatever.
Do your research. You'll find all this if you dig into enough self-help on
No,
YouTube.
but I'm just saying, a lot of people, like, I never met you. I'll be there. I'm hopping on a plane. I'll be there.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do when you get here? Like,
Okay, I'll meet you at the airport. Let's do this.
I was watching this commercial. You know those debt collectors?
Yeah.
If they phone you 4 times in a day, they're harassing you. You could report that.
Yes.
I didn't know that. It was kind of interesting because we were talking about it earlier with a friend of mine, and we were saying some jokes like he goes, they called me one time. So the guy goes, okay, could you give any money? The guy goes, no. He goes, can you borrow some from your father, your friends? He goes, no. He goes, well, we got to get a payment. He goes, okay, this is being recorded, right? He goes, well, all right, I got a plan. He goes, oh, great. He goes, what's the plan? He goes, I think I'm going to start selling drugs. The guy goes, no, don't do that. He goes, you know what then? I'm going to get a gun, and tonight I'm going to go mug 2 people so I can get you some money. Is that okay? The guy goes, I never said for you to do that. The guy's fucking with him, right? Because the guy goes, you got to give me something. He goes, well, tonight I'm going to go out and I'm going to fucking jump an old lady and steal her purse. The guy's like, I'm not telling you to do that, sir. I'm trying to work with you, my buddy goes. You want something? He goes, I'm trying to work with you. You said you want money. I'm trying to give you ideas. Tell me what to do. I told you I have no friends, no family, no money. And you're telling me you got to get it. So I'm giving you scenarios and you're shooting me down. And the guy was like, fucking never called him back.
Fuck, that's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great. I did that. It was a long time ago when I was in a little bit of financial trouble, owed some money on bills. And a debt collector calls me and I was like, oh, fuck. They don't sound like a friend because they ask, in that very formal way. They mispronounce their name and like, can I take a message? Right? And they go, oh, yeah, there's a collection agency. Oh, okay. And then I go, yeah. I tell them that, actually, I was just checking if you were a friend, how well you know him, because he actually passed away.
Wow.
That's what I told them. They go, okay, well, it seems here that...
Actually, I think that would be bullshit because they probably heard that.
They figured it out. The way I was like, finessing or fleecing the question, they were like, yeah.
You told them that? That's fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
Well.
You know what? Another funny one my buddy did. He goes, oh yeah, you reached is John there? Yeah, you got him. What's up? Wait a minute. John? Yeah. Okay, I'll go get him. He's in the other room. Oh, okay, please, thank you. Puts the phone on and starts watching TV. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Hey, you still there, buddy? He goes, yeah, he's coming. He's just getting out of the shower. Puts the phone back down. It's him now, right?
Right.
Just waiting, watching TV, whatever. Picks up the phone. But are you still there? He goes, yes, when is he coming? He goes, he just fucking went to his car to get his wallet. He'll be right back. Puts the phone back down. 45 minutes, the guy's fucking freaking out now, right?
Yeah.
He goes, hey, go fuck yourself. And he hung up on him. But again,
Fuck.
that
Man,
guy there was on the hook for 45 minutes. My buddy was watching TV. He goes, I told the guy, yeah, wait on.
man, we used to have so much more patience back in that's a telephone day. That's not like fucking cell phone. No one's got patience like that. On a
Yeah,
cell
it was
phone.
hilarious though. When he told us the stories,
No.
man, it was just funny.
Yeah,
It was just
fuck.
funny.
Can't make it to the phone right now. That used to be the thing when I was at home, like alone as a kid. If
Crank
anybody
calls.
called, no, well, before crank calls, when someone, my mom would say, if anybody phones, they're looking for your parents, you just tell them I'm in the shower.
Yeah, that way you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone. So but I remember like one time this woman comes back, calls my mom later in the day, like just she got off work early, and the lady goes, ends up speaking to my mom, and the lady says, oh my goodness, you must be really clean. My mom goes, why? Because you've been in the shower for the last 5 hours.
Yeah, that's funny, but again, getting back to that social media, it's all good. I guess it's used for good tools to advertise, to get stuff. But when you take it to the next level and
Yeah.
start being tough about it and that's what pisses me off.
Listen, if you start flinging shit, expect some shit to get on you.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But
get,
hey,
but then everybody piles on and then they start
Yeah.
picking sides. Everything is not black and white.
no. But also
There's
at
a
the
lot
same
of gray.
time, there's a whole bunch of gray. But at the same time, why? I mean, really, you have to ask yourself why. Some people feel this urge going, oh, this person needs to be punished and told, how they're behaving. Well, listen,
I think it's like they just like, you know what? Sometimes you might lose control for a second or two, but the thing is, once you type and you put it out there,
yeah.
and then you start getting replies, then it agitates you, then that's when it all goes out of control.
But I don't know. I've never met anybody who has the fucking moral fortitude that allows them to speak without being guilty of some shit themselves. So until that person is out there, until that person is like the perfect person, then shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Even if you say it's basically you're doing something, you're doing it too. So just don't fucking pretend.
Yeah.
Like one time, this cop told a friend of mine. He goes, "When you're committing a crime, don't commit another one on top." You get it?
Right? Yeah.
You're already doing one. Relax.
You're already doing the crime. Yeah, and don't attempt the crime.
Don't add another one on top of it. You know what I mean? But
I've noticed this. I know, like you remember back in the day, it was not back in the day, not long ago, but in the U.S. government, there'd always be that person who was so homophobic and was anti-gay, usually in the Republican Party, that eventually you find out that person who hates gay people so much is actually gay.
Oh yes,
right.
Yes.
And I think that shit happens online. People who are fucking spouting shit are just doing it to defend themselves.
Oh, but he's doing it to start trouble because
he wants. Hey, don't let's beat up this guy and don't come looking for me, man. Because,
why would he do that?
Preservation, man. It's a shield.
Remember DJ Roy, the guest we had on the show? What was his deal with that stuff? His whole argument on Twitter, he got banned and. Like a lot of girls that I know now, like a lot,
that episode again.
They got 15,000 followers. All of a sudden, Twitter cuts them off.
Why is that?
I don't know. Nobody knows. They're not in the guidelines. If you ever look at the guidelines, there's a million rules.
Yeah.
But who has the time to read them? Oh, but you don't remember the DJ Rose story? Why he got? I don't remember it either.
Well, there was some.
He got into an argument with people.
Yeah, because there was some discussion. Again, I would recommend our listeners go back to the archives and check that out. I have to as well. But he was saying that he was talking about the porn industry.
Yeah.
And he was getting piled on by some rights groups that were like, "Oh, what do you know about the porn industry?" And he was working in it. His experience was, but they were all about. He couldn't be in it.
They were anti-porn?
I guess they were, yeah. And so I think they were against him because they said you shouldn't have a voice, but at the same time he was working in it as someone who's doing porn.
Exactly.
And was also with,
Why should he? Yeah, if he's part
he has
of
an
it,
opinion,
he's part of the business in a sense. And he did have a 10-year history, so.
Yeah.
Again, I guess people are bored. You know what? At the end of the day, the less you can avoid it, it's better.
Oh, fuck, you had to stay out of it, man. Your life is a lot easier if you got that little stress. Because I've been in arguments online and it fucking eats me up for the whole day.
Yeah, it bothers you.
And I go, what the fuck?
And then I regret even typing some things. I'm like, why did I even engage that person? I should never have engaged. I should have let it go. Fuck it. But they catch you at that moment where you're fucking.
Yeah, and then I think I'm writing down, well, this is the opinion that's going to change the fucking world. It ain't changing shit. Listen. Don't be a moron. Get offline, go outside.
Yeah, get some fucking fresh air. You know what? If you have a kid, never mind playing 20 hours of that fucking Warcraft shit.
Yeah, man. It honestly is ruining your brain. If you think about the time wasted on social media, and then you look going, oh man, social media life is so much better. I wish my life was that good. And you think, fuck, if I spent the last, 120 hours that I pissed away online this week and actually tried to improve my life, maybe I'd be a better fucking person and have something worth posting that people will go, I like this.
That's it. I like it a lot, especially when they post them thongs.
Thank you very much.
Anyways.
Keep them thong posts coming.
Those Instagram stories. Post the thongs, girls. We like it a lot.
Yeah.
Blow hard, talk hard. Anyways, people, have a good, safe week. Lockdown, COVID, it's everywhere. Don't fucking be scared. It's everywhere. It's going to get you regardless. Julian and Reimer.
We're out.
That was a joke, but fuck, what am I going to say? Have a good day, people.